Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We got a special report for you. We made it to Sedona, Arizona, and the people speak of extraterrestrial encounters, and the vortex has been felt across the plains and the mountains. We're going to be asking the local folk in regards to the phenomenon and get their opinions and search for the evidence that exists right here in Sedona. Buckle up. Blake Cousins, let's do it. So we're here in Sedona, and we met up with, what was your name again? Corey? Blake.
Nice to meet you, Blake.
Hey, you know, the vortex. Everywhere we go, people talk about them. And apparently you felt the vortex by doing some hiking around within these mountains.
Yeah, you know, the vortex is, is a spiritual little spot. It's where the magnetics release from the earth, at least what I've been told. Going out there, it's just so beautiful that it puts you at peace. It gives you some peace of mind. So that's how I felt it.
Do you think it has something to do with the geographic nature of the mountains, or is it something spiritual within, like, the culture?
Well, that everybody says it's spiritual. You know, I never believed in all that, but I can tell you, when I go out there, I think that it's just so beautiful that you're going to feel something.
You know, when you look at these mountains, it's like driving into a painting. It's kind of surreal. So you feel the beauty behind it creates its own energy.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's my thought on it. Now, they have people who go out there all the time and claims it heals them and they can feel all this power and all this. But for me, it's just the beauty, you know.
What about those UFOs? Do people see the unusual lights in the sky?
All the time out here.
Have you seen a UFO?
Have I seen? I mean, you see things in the sky all the time, and they're like lights and stuff. I don't know what it is, but it's something.
You think extraterrestrial or something ours?
That's a tough question. I can tell you that, yeah, they got some weird stuff happening out here at night.
Well, we're going to be having our eyes out. We got the Psionics camera.
All right.
It's in color at night, so we're going to be looking for that. Corey, appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, as the locals say, the incredible topography, the geography of these mountains could be some of the reason behind the phenomenon known as the vortex. You could kind of sense a vibe, definitely in these mountainous regions out here, that there is something special about Sedona. We've got more UFO sightings just into Third Phase of Moon, so let's just roll it. Guys, I want to get your opinions. The security camera will always capture the phenomenon. When you see it or you don't, it's always watching. And when the phenomenon is captured under security surveillance, this is when it really showcases incredible stuff. We're looking at it right now. Guys, I want to get your opinion. What are these orbs of light, especially this one just hovering over the car? Man, I'm looking at this once again, and I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Guys, do you have any opinions? I'm going to get my brother Brent's opinion, but right now I'm trying to figure this out, and I have no explanation. That's why we're sharing it with you right here at Third Phase of Moon. We want to get the answers. Brent, any thoughts here?
Absolutely. We're looking at something special right here. We're seeing an object kind of undulate, and then it does this fast motion, which really makes me wonder what this is. Here's a good close-up by two angles right here, capturing the phenomenon. And then at one point, it just exits the scene at an extreme rate of speed. At first I was looking at this and I'm thinking, could this be a spider web or a bug, as we see bugs traverse the scene right there? This doesn't look anything like that. I'm actually glad that we got to see some insects fly into frame at that point. Now we're looking at this object being reflected on the vehicle. Again, this isn't a spider web or anything of the sort. We're looking at something very strange, and at the speed it takes off, leaves one wondering what this is.
I really like the disc-shaped nature to this craft too. And then as we highlight it, look at it. It just takes off at incredible speeds. We're going to watch it once again. We're going to slow it down, but this is insane. This isn't any kind of spider web or insect, in my opinion. There's something strange in this video. And it does have this motion where it just popped in, hovers over the windshield of the car, leaving the reflection off the window. Is this some kind of biological life form unknown, or is there some kind of practical reason behind it? I've never seen a video like this, so I would have to say this is one for the history books. What was captured within this guy's garage with the security cam rolling is incredible. And again, it has this disc-shaped object. It seems flat in its nature, but then at one moment it just wants to take off. Boom! Out of sight, out of mind. Again, the side-by-side comparisons showcases the phenomenon, and that's why we're sharing it with you. And thanks for joining us. We've got more adventure right here at Third Phase Moon. Buckle up.
So we're doing a little hiking right now. We're about 4,500 feet elevation, and can you believe 330 million years ago, this used to be at the bottom of the sea floor. You could actually see the ridges indicating different centuries and thousands of years of erosion. Being in Sedona is pretty amazing. There's a hot spot, and the locals could feel it, that there's UFO activity all around us. We're gonna be interviewing a UFO hunter in Sedona tomorrow, so we're gonna get exclusive access to hotspots around here in Arizona. So as we're on the rugged back trails of Sedona, we're also going over incredible UFO videos just into Third Phase of Moon, but man, you could really feel being out here that there's something special about the land. But with that being said, you guys are here for the UFO video, so let's just roll the next one. Guys, take a look at this.
The live broadcast on national news captures the phenomenon of something streaking across the sky, multiple angles, news reporters not aware of what's going on behind them, and that's insane. But as we watch this in slow motion, watch this tail of light, almost greenish in hue, coming from the ground, not from outer space. Is this normal, guys? This is strange. Again, coming from the Earth, not coming from our atmosphere. Not space junk, not space debris. This is something within our atmosphere. Again, behind the street lights there, but in between the street light and the mountain. It's not coming from a vast distance. Watch as it passes by. You can see it clearly. The phenomenon is real. Brent, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The news reporters, they're just covering traffic, and this anomaly pops out. The greenish orb taking kind of a 50 degree angle from the surface itself, and it's climbing into the atmosphere. This is strange. Drones don't fly in this kind of direction. This kind of looks like a phenomenon people would associate with orbs and ball lightning. Was there an earthquake in that area that day that could create something like this? Again, the women don't notice this phenomenon, but our sleuths out there looking for the UFOs certainly did, and they sent this to Third Phase of Moon, and this is a great capture right here. Wow, the UFO sightings keep coming in. It's interesting, we've been talking about vortexes, and the locals around here say that when there's a vortex in a certain area, actually the agriculture indicates it's close. He even mentioned that if you see trees kind of wrapped up in formation, it leads to something otherworldly, an opening of a vortex, and the trees indicate it in this area. People in the area were saying, keep an eye out, because since we're at sea level 330 million years ago, they said, look out for seashells or any kind of crustaceans that lie on the bottom of the sea floor. So far, nothing. Also, they also mentioned there's meteorites scattered along this whole area in Arizona, and they say keep an eye out. So far, we've just seen kind of an anomalous red rock, nothing really outstanding, but we're gonna keep our eyes open. The local myths and legends state that some of the reasons behind the energy in this area is due to the fact of the composites that are within the rock itself. And when you look closely, you can see crystals sporadically throughout the rock, millions of bits of them. Thus, the reason why some of the people say that the crystal has its own energy around it, and some of the reasons. And this is some of the reasons behind the phenomenon of Sedona.
So as we're on the road trip and currently in Sedona, our documentary Above Top Secret has been breaking records in regards to the distribution on Amazon Prime. People are waking up in regards to the education, the information from Above Top Secret, and we've got an exclusive for you once again right here at Third Phase of Moon. John D'Souza has a lot to say, and he asked why 99.9% of the world wants disclosure. Take a look at this exclusive clip.
We are in a society that has been basically frozen in technology for about 100 years now. We are still using fossil fuels for our vehicles. That has been the case since 1908. That's insane. That's absolutely crazy. And all the technology that connects with real people on the ground basically has not moved forward very much. The technology that came out of Roswell has largely been held back from us. And it is getting ready to burst forward now.
We're talking about teleporting an entire spacecraft with people on it. That is another level that's beyond, say, zero point or quantum vacuum or electromagnetic gravitics. If you had these other systems, there'd be no energy cost. So the average person, that's why I said yesterday, 99.99999% of the world's population wants to have disclosure even though they don't know about it. They want these technologies even though they've never heard of them. But you know, that's the problem. This is why we have to get the message out. That's why, keep, doing documentaries and educational things, because you have to raise awareness first. And then from there, you can actually make change happen.
John D'Souza, Dr. Greer, Michael Schratt, there's a lot of things going on in this planet right now. War is happening. And is there a technology that could change everything overnight? Well, that's what Stephen Greer has to say on Above Top Secret, streaming right now on Amazon Prime. But again, we got another exclusive clip for you right here at Third Phase of Moon. Dr. Greer has a lot to say. The clip you're about to see is named Staging Wars. Listen up.
Well, one of the things that Carol Rosin, but also 4-star General Wesley Clark remarked on, is that they've seen documents of this long-term strategic defense plan. And they saw that the names of countries back in the 70s and 80s that they didn't even think were even on anyone's radar, that were slated to be invaded and to create wars in. Let's look at what happened. 9/11 happened 20 years ago. And we go into Iraq under completely hoaxed evidence.
Very difficult decision for us to make. No item received more attention, but was of greater concern to us then the possibility that the Iraqi armed forces might use unconventional weapons, or as they are also known, weapons of mass destruction.
Colin Powell's chief of staff has gone on the record saying that it's the biggest mistake of their life, that it turned out that they were set up to go up to the UN and present all these weapons of mass destruction. But who benefited from that? The defense contractors. There were no bid contracts for $150 a gallon for water or fuel to the front lines or the forward operating bases. You have to ask the question, who benefits? People who want to control the population through fear, which leads to war, and people who want to get a lot of money from contracting. It's a very lucrative, the war profiteers and the big trillions of dollars. I mean, we're spending nearly $1 trillion a year now on defense, intelligence, homeland security, all this in the United States. And if you have a budget that big, there's a 20% slush amount. So $1 trillion, couple $100 billion can go into black projects. Nobody knows what the hell's going on. That's the Frankenstein that got created in the post-World War II era that then got up off the table and is stalking the planet. So that's what people have to view it. It really got out of control. And it's been out of control certainly since the Eisenhower time.
So people ask about Stephen Greer. What's he like? Well, he invited us to Virginia, close to the Blue Ridge Mountains, and he had all kinds of information. So again, Above the Top Secret is available right now on all streaming platforms. We're going to be supplying the original link below, so you could take a look at this groundbreaking documentary. It runs 2 hours and it's available for rental right now. So guys, show your support. We put a lot of free content up on Third Phase of Moon, but sometimes when you go into this high-end production, we got to compete with the big boys, and that's what we're doing right now on Amazon Prime. It's competing against Batman and Moonfall. So exciting times right here at Third Phase of Moon. We've got the UFOs and on-the-road adventures. Speaking to people that have experienced the UFO phenomenon. They're real, and it's happening 24/7. And if you've captured anything amazing, submit it to us right here at Third Phase Moon. My email is in the description. Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies. Blake Cousins. We'll see ya next time.
If the crash retrievals are true, then all bets are off.
It's very hard for people to get their minds around where the real power is. And it's not at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. The reality is something much more stark.
They've been working on this for 60, 70, perhaps 80 years.
The reason why the government is talking about these UFOs now, they're getting ready for the next level of war.
Are these objects a national security concern?
They're proffering a narrative of a national security threat that doesn't exist.
I call them alien reproduction vehicles. They're made by private corporations somewhere on this planet.
Technology from Roswell from 1947 has largely been held back from us.
Portal technology, teleportation, whatever you can imagine, it's already been done.
The biggest secrets are not the zero-point energy and electrogravitics. It's the science of consciousness. All their communication systems are moving through the consciousness field and are thought actuated. The people at the CIA call it WSFM, weird science and frickin' magic. The transdimensional interstellar technology will benefit humanity.
There has been tremendous disinformation.
The media is keeping secrets with the government.
These are lethal, vicious people. And I'm focused on exposing the extraordinary technologies that they want to keep secret. No aspect of life on Earth will be unaffected by it.